Good morning. We are playing the standard showcase challenge with Vivi Cauldron. Good afternoon, maybe more appropriate. Yeah, I guess it is 3 p.m. I'm playing a variant with Stormchaser talents, fewer free drops, only free Vivi, only free Agatha Soul Cauldron, free Rizzlers, mostly trying to have a better curve. This is a Giga Keep. Awesome hand. You thought the Stormchaser's version had no FOMO? No, this is kind of an in-between version. It's just playing Stormchaser's talents and the regular Vivi shell to have more cheap cards and more mana sinks. More one-drops. More curve filling. So instead of being a total 3-drop CT, we have 9 3-drops. Turn 1 Mako. Might want to play the starting town, might just ignore it. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a torch. Seems like they don't. Which is awesome because that means that if I cast stories next turn, this is going to be +3 and then +5. It's pretty huge. Mountain, so that's probably mono red. Seems like I can just keep the Winternight Stories, not get blown out by Lightning Strike. I assume they play Lightning Strike. I'll put the counter on FOMO. Seems better, yes. Right into Vivi Killer round 1. Yeah, seems like opponent is definitely Vivi killing me pretty hard right now. Like, it's no joke, right? Their play so far. Would be awesome if villain just plays a 3-drop monster right now. Oh, that's sad. But this is gonna be fine now. O jaki brzydal, ja pierdolę. Can I kill 4 toughness creatures at all? In mono red? Game 1? I would assume that maybe they do. Scorching shot. Alright, I guess I'll ditch one of the Flood Maws. Making a land drop seems reasonable. So opponent really needs a scorching shot right now, otherwise they get kind of fucked. Hello Kappa Hell, welcome to the Kani stream. And welcome everybody else. Plays Mountain. Screaming Nemesis, okay. Seems like we win. Should be safe with 1 mana up, and that's kind of awesome. So I guess I just go Riddler. Then Winternight Stories, and I draw 2. Then I draw 3. That's 5. So this attacks for 8 and then 13. So that seems like death, yes. As everyone else, I feel welcomed now. Awesome. Holy shit, opponent really aggroed me quite hard. No, I made some changes to my deck. I forgot to... Oh no. I failed to re-enter and re-register. So my sideboard is just fully what I net decked, not what I actually wanted to play. Because I wanted to play 2 Monument of Endurance, 2 Endurance, and a Marang Regent, I guess, for the grindy matchups and less removal. Which I guess at least blocking those cards doesn't hurt me against mono red. Abrade is kind of shitty. You can have Lynxes or Big Dragons or the Lizard. Essence Scatter is alright. Into the Flood Maw is alright, but I probably don't want 4. Maybe I do. Kind of think Riddler is pretty great. Do they have like Cauldron hate, really? Like their Cauldron hate is that Cauldron is slow, maybe. Like playing a Cauldron just means I take damage from their creatures, so it doesn't impact the board. And tapping 3 mana for Vivi also seems kind of bad. Wild Ride seems funny against red.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Kind of rough to fail to re-register the deck. You added a church thing instead of a song. Too bad. Musica Cristiana, that's what we're listening to right now. Hand is excellent. I have Torch into Bolt into Stories to reload into Wild Ride on my Vivi for Giga extra mana burst. And opponent mulligans, so how can I lose, right? Also, Lonely Woolshed, thank you very much for your Prime sub. They have a Hired Claw. Seems like I should kill it. Razorkin Needle Hand. Alright. No removal, so if you play Banger now, I will lose. Another Needle Hand, that's problematic, I guess, into my stories. I see. Too bad. Okay, we drew Torch. Could discard Riddler. Is that what I want to do? Maybe I discard Cauldron and Wild Ride. Feels like Riddler is gonna be enough to win. I guess I could have played a basic. Oh no, I didn't have an upkeep stop to kill the Needlehead. Oops, -1 life point. Screaming Nemesis, that could be a problem. I think a 5 mana Riddler. At least you have a game plan, many 4/6s, true. Would be great to draw a bounce spell. Maybe shouldn't have cut Vivi, Cauldron, over like an actual Winternight Stories. Also maybe should just block, should I? Probably, honestly. It's like now I just really need to draw the bounce spell. Or Vivi. Okay, drew the bounce spell. Profits. $9.11. Do I think my opponent is the real Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia? We played against Mohammed bin Salman in the last showcase, standard showcase challenge as well. And people ask the same thing, so yeah, that's really interesting. Die to shock plus strike. Maybe playing Profts on turn 2 over Cauldron was the move. I think holding up was not the move for sure, but I got somewhat punished for not holding up because they did play FOMO. Ooh, Restless Fortress, okay. I play Thundering Falls. Do I want a Mako on turn 2? Probably not. So on turn 2 I will just Riddler. I mean, Mako pressures them, but it's just kind of, nah. It's bad, right? It's not good. Like, would be good to play on turn 1, but like, turn 2, it doesn't fit into my turns. Bleachboner Verger. Overlord of the Balemurk, milling 4 lands. Alright. Choose wisely. I will cycle my Rizzler, which actually draws a card. I guess I'll play the Mako this turn and Riddler. I think that makes the most sense to me. Not interested in playing the starting. I mean, like, there's no benefit over playing it over the Spirebluff Canal, so. So now this is a removal target, but a weak one. Oh, nowhere to run. Okay. So is this a pixie deck? I guess you pick up Overlords with pixies over and over. I see the vision. Elegy Acolyte. Oh, Kurka. It's not bad. I mean, it is kind of bad. Momentum Breaker. Pixie. I mean, this is pretty annoying. I do have Vivi in my graveyard though, now. Another Pixie. On NTR. Okay. So Riddler just dies. If FOMO draws me a Cauldron, that's kind of great. Let's try that. 2 FOMOs. Alright, I'll cast the stories then and see where that leads me. Creature card discarded. It's kind of spooky. They'll play Elegy Acolyte, maybe, then Overlord, and they have a bunch of stuff in play. Pressure me with the Pexis. Have 2 removals. So, like, my opponent has removal. So, nowhere to run, Momentum Breaker, Elegy Acolyte, and Draw Step in hand. So, it would be good to play Stormchaser, Starland, and Riddler next turn, although I would like to bounce the Overlord as well. So, that is all quite problematic. Assuming I don't forget about the non-token clause on Momentum Breaker. A creature or vehicle. Good to know. Schmaggler's Copter is not safe. Villain might be tempted to just play Elegy Acolyte though. Which would really backfire if they drew planes, okay. Which could really backfire. Whoa, attacking with just 1, I guess that makes sense. Seam Rip, what a lucky draw. Holy guacamole, kind of crazy how wrecked am I getting in this spot though. Is this the real Vivio Slayer? Seems to be. I need to draw Cauldron. So maybe I'll just take the damage, like whatever. 39, 13, 15, 18. Okay, I guess not whatever. So let's do this. What's the Elegiaculate? Burning Pixie. Duro. Might be cheaper to flashback stories than to cast it from my hand next turn. Go Riddler, stories. Maybe even trigger the Riddler's ability. Draw Cauldron and get somewhere. Cauldron and profits and get somewhere. Sinrib, Kirin, Cosmogran, Zenith. Dawaj, Zenita. Where is the somewhere we are getting to? So I draw Cauldron and then profits. And then I just make infinite mana and play all my Riddlers and then draw my deck and manually point and click all of my opponent's entire board with removal spells, and then I win. They played Concealed Courtyard, and now they are keeping up a Sunpearl Kirin. So they have Elegiaculate, Sunpearl Kirin, and Nowhere to Run. So they can, I guess, deny me free mana. We'll see. Wild Ride. Profits. Cauldron. Exile Vivi. Put the mana ability on the Riddler. Profits. Interesting. Alright. I think I should play the talent, not the Riddler from my exile. I guess I can stop all my mana. So maybe I should just play the second Riddler and then post combat and like just settle for a fine turn. I don't need to like kill them actually. Well, like it's not clear that they can kill the token in a way that's like awesome for them, but I think they can do it well enough. So I was thinking about a way to get out of that, and there was almost a way, but not quite, so. Big klamoty. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess let's torch Pixie. So I actually draw many more cards. Sounds wise. So we draw 5. Bounce the monster. And just play the third Riddler from my graveyard. Like, doesn't seem like I can possibly die. I think that's good enough for this turn. 10 odds, lol. Remember that by subscribing with Twitch Prime, you can avoid getting odds ever again. Can they kill all of my monsters? I don't think so. That was a pretty insane turn, and I guess something I guess it's kind of crazy that it's allowed in standard, yeah. If you think about it this way, if you put it in those terms, then it is a bit baffling. Legi Acolyte. Nurturing. Pixie. So it's just a Giga midrange deck. I guess we've seen all of their spells basically. They'll have Duress and Rest in Peace maybe. I guess it's good to have 2 Obliterating Bolt against their deck. Maybe I should have Fire Magic over the Torches. Fire Magic actually sweeping all the small pixies might be kind of nice. Abrade looks ass. Wildride seems bad into their interaction. Essence Scatter not bad. Into the Flood Maw looks alright. Torch I probably won't like, just 2. Fire Magic. That's 63. Mako is bad maybe. 1/1 monster into their nowhere to runs. Sounds a bit bad. Well, they may not win a PT, so everything is possible with wizards at the wheel. Well, not a standard PT. Essence Scatter a Pixie, that is fucked up. And I guess Pixie is a 1/1 for a moment, so you can even kill a Pixie with Fire Magic at times for 1 mana. Cycle the Riddler? Yeah, I guess. Shouldn't you mule a hand with 2 Vivi? Well, in the mirror, this is not the mirror. Cosmogrand Zenith, okay. I mean, playing a Vivi out seems a bit bad right now. That's stories. Cool story, bro. Let's discard like this. Need to discard 2 anyways. Next turn I can play Vivi, Talent, Flood Maw. Oh nice, they don't have 2 spells. Or maybe they play them post-combat and make tokens, I guess. You're only out in the qualifier match was exploring a Vivi 2 yard with map token and it happened. Awesome. Well played. It's important to play 2 routes. I think I pass. They keep up mana, it's just a little bit not good for me. Because then like I start playing stuff out, they play 2 removals, they trigger Zenith, then they untap Pixie removal spell again. Sounds not good. I'll bounce the Cosmogrand Zenith now so I can untap and start doing stuff. Which maybe is the stuff I want to do is just to Winternight Stories and draw a land. Nice creature removal deck. How about Winternight Stories removal? Got any of that? Seam Rip. If I play Vivi and Into the Flood Maw Seam Rip, if I play Stormchaser's Talent, if I play Vivi Talent, Into the Flood Maw on Seam Rip, 2/2 Otter, 2/2 Vivia. Well, the Otter doesn't have the Cauldron ability, so it's not that great. Too bad my land is tapped. If I join on top land with Profs, I think I can do some crazy stuff. I don't know, let's start clicking. I think it's gonna be okay. We have Fire Magic to sweep the fish, so this is just kind of genius, right? Oh, kurwa. Brother. I wouldn't want to be you. Whoops. Alright, it's good, it's good. Now you know why this deck is broken, yeah. Because it's just a giga OP broken combo deck. But here I just cast my deck, basically. So my opponent should die to Vivio pings or just... Did I cut the haste card? I did, so they wouldn't die right this turn, but... You know, we still didn't resolve the Profit's trigger, which would be so many counters. And I still hadn't used the Otter mana, which grew with every spell I cast, so... I just had the mana to do whatever I wanted. Is that right? That's so low. Alright, happy to have mulliganed. Probably will put back Wild Ride. Seems like we are in the mirror match bracket now. You can only grow it by 1 on turn 2, right? Block? Wow, no block. Let's kill the Mako. Seems like a bigger threat. Oh wow, that's kind of weak. Another FOMO here. Miss a land drop, awesome. Ooh, that's awesome as well. As long as the FOMOs don't start attacking me relentlessly. Any chance opponent blocks? There's no way. See, they took the damage. Awesome. Profits. Sits. Oh, nice land. Play stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 power. Seems like I can't win this turn, but I should be in a good spot. Can I die? Terza. Discard till Delirium, put 2 counters. That is very lethal. What do I discard here? Hard decision to make. If you were to be transported to Ravnica, I would like to be incarnated as a weird. Okay. I ditch FOMO. I think I should maybe attack with no waters whatsoever this turn. Seems kind of unnecessary to die. Turururu. Tururu. Turutu. Tururu. Turururu. Sits. Bakamitai. This guy's Vivi Ornitier up there. That's dangerous business. They played a mountain. Bakamitai. Bakamitai. Seems like double blocking the FOMO can never play out nicely against the torch. Yeah, you have your opening for your torch. Okay. Oh, they wanted to get Delirium, so for the FOMO attack. 5-4. 5. If I draw Cauldron, I win. I can do this and flashback the Winternight Stories. That looks the deepest for the Cauldron. Flood Maw. Or maybe something else even. Flood Maw is alright. Some people play Spell Pierce. There's still a benefit to waiting on the Flood Maw. I think it's rare enough to actually outweigh that. Potentially take away their batch of Proft counters. Like, I guess they could tap the FOMO to Winternight Stories now. That would be awkward. I guess if they play Cauldron, that's gonna suck. Because I need to... What do I? Yeah, I need to bounce the FOMO in response to Cauldron, really. Because it doesn't work out well for me in any other scenario. What a tight race. No nie, kurwa mać. Maybe I can respond to the activation. They would have lots of mana in there. Like, the issue is that they don't need to activate it yet. But maybe that's fine. Because what I want to skip is the beginning of combat trigger. Well, if they activate it, then I guess I take away one counter. I think I should, like, instant speed mana doesn't matter as much. Resolves. Now beginning of combat, so... I mean, of course, villain is gonna attack. I guess I'll just, like, bounce it now. So they can now add 7 mana instant speed, but doesn't seem to matter much, so they will prefer to play the FOMO postcomer and add 3 mana. So we got them to not use the Profit Scanters this turn. Mako. Sure. Still even better, I guess you play FOMO now with the Mako and you have 1 mana floating. Or like the island up. Okay. Flood my otter. Not nice, not nice. Kind of fucked now. Let's consider my options. My options kind of suck. Well, it's not so bad, maybe. Play Riddler. Sounds bad. Loses. Well, they have 2 Winternight Stories in their graveyard. This is really bad. Oh, in that case, play Steamcore Scholar. Draw interaction. Cauldron. Well, now it's too late for the Cauldron to matter from my side. Or is it? I can draw a Vivi. O ja se mogę kurwa w dupę. Once again, pretty unlucky. Interesting game though, because it did seem like I was in the so-called driver's seat. I did skip an attack with my monster, which possibly... Like, I think it did potentially save me from dying, although if I attack with the smaller monster, I could play around not Flood Maw, but it's bad against Torch properly. I think Stormchaser is not great in the mirror though. It's got 1 Vivi, not to get flooded with them, but very frequently Vivi is just the thing that wins still. Let's have 2 talents to curve out on the play. More removal on the draw. Challenging. One lander. Very nice. Once again tempted because, well, I have Cauldron Vivi. No discard outlet. Nah, mulligan. Okay, I don't mind this hand at least. I could put back a land. Flood Maw. I'll choose a land. I will flood out most likely. Anyways. But I don't know. FOMO in my hand, I guess, is an argument for keeping more lands, because you can always ditch the extra and like you reduce the odds of getting mana screwed. I'd rather get FOMO annulled than profits. So I think I should play FOMO and probably discard FOMO. It helps with Delirium. Should have discarded Cauldron, obviously. Whoa, really? That's crazy. I guess maybe not so much, but wow. Andy Munch, thank you. Hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, I could draw a red spell, technically. Dobra. We have a plan. Plan plays a free drop, I bounce that. Oh, well, nothing to bounce. Which is kinda rough, because I wanted that for Delirium. I guess I can bounce Profts. Is that stupid? It's pretty stupid. It is very stupid indeed. I have 2 stories in the graveyard. Let's just chill. I think the counter is better on FOMO. Doesn't die to Abrade, and then still a worse target for Flood Maw. Quantum Riddler sits. Villain clearly wants to cast Winternight Stories, which is fine. Cast away.
He's a phenomenal control player.
That doesn't seem important to me. XD Rack. Thank you very much for your Prime sub and welcome to the Kanister Register. I am assuming that villain will interact. Interaction has been performed. He made an 8-10. So now I deal 6 and 9. Am I correct in my calculations? If I dry land, I also just Vivi them to death. Let's make sure that I kill them so that like... On the draw, remove the Shark Stairs. Let's play Obliterating Bolts because they play FOMO on 2 and you can bolt it. E-Scatter, cut the Well-Dried, cut the Talents. Play 2 free torches. I mean, Torch is kind of weaker when I have no talent in my deck as well. How will I address that? Maybe like this, because talent is the best to sacrifice. On the draw, maybe Steamcore Scholar is a bit bad. I mean, it's still great if it resolves type situation. Maybe I should trim a Cauldron on the draw for another torch. But you kind of need it often enough to win. Okay, not unhappy with Annul. Annul counters most turn 2 plays besides Warp Riddler, which is a weak play. Opponent without a proactive 1-drop. I also welcome that side. O ty, skurwysynu cwaniaku. Do you have your own Annul? It's kind of horrible. I think there are like decent odds they actually do. Let's spend my mana in a way that doesn't get interacted with. Even if it is not pretty, maybe. Is it Steamcore Scholar? Time. It's quite weak. I think so. Wow. 3 mana 2/2 Flying Vigilance mill 2. I play Profts because I'm a skillful gamer. Could I maybe draw some removal? I would really appreciate it. Annul me. No Annul. That's crazy. Discard Stories then. Alright, I play the Profits. Spell Pierce. Not Annul, but Spell Pierce was their card. Alright, I preferred FOMO. Like to get annulled and then resolve Profits, but I guess I kinda it got me. In a way. Ral! Sure. I guess it's pretty horrible for me. Draw 3, discard 2. possibly gain Delirium with FOMO, grow Mako by 2, then grow creature plus 3. Yeah, I guess I'm kinda dead. Alright, I discarded FOMO, so they have Delirium, so I guess I just die this turn. Realistically. It seems like being on the play, especially with a good hand, is fairly advantageous. The opponent kinda got me by playing Mako on 2 instead of running into my Annul. If I discard Vivi, can we get somewhere? I think the answer is not really, but let's try nonetheless. Well, guess I'm not dead. Well tried. Damn, attacky card in my deck. I guess I am pretty dead. Well, we'll see. We went up. And they somehow don't do anything too meaningful besides adding power. Maybe they'll break. Oh, into the Flood Maw, wiadomo. Remove one blocker, kill the other blocker. Maybe they need to draw 3 to find a second removal though, and maybe they'll blanks. They will miss still. Yeah, damn hooey. Oh yeah. Tough game. Didn't love the Annul on the draw, frankly, so far. Like, it's very situational. Very hit or miss. And very often misses. Once again, Vivi, Cauldron, FOMO. I mean, it's in the right hand if I draw a land. Like, it's a great hand if I draw a land instantly. It's just insane. Well, you should mulligan those. Or keep a stinker. Island. I'll ditch the torch. I think Mr. MTG Holic, when we last played and the last standard showcase, was on prowess actually. Roaring Furnace. I would not be unhappy to draw a Riddler, for sure. That would be awesome. Stock up. Aye. Hello, portable underscore head. I see that you also have the extremely nice Hornet badge next to your name. Truly impressive. I've been playing a bunch of Silksong and enjoying my time. Before the stream today, I spent 1 hour 20 minutes trying to beat a big ass fly. And I eventually did, I guess. My stock up.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Buenas tardes, Don Pieter.
I think Mako has to be cycled. Super. Thank you for the sub, Marcelo. Did you turn 1 kill that fly? No, it took me 20 attempts or something similar to that. Not quite first try. Can I draw some card advantage, please? Riddler one time. Yeah, nie mogę. I'll level this, they will tap the Cauldron, but I can level it up to 6 next turn. Villain can just play land and unlock the stupid room. That's gonna be kind of unbeatable as well. Or just play Vivi. And opts. Chad, I don't know about Wild Ride, like... Is it really the best we can do? Is that really it? Well, it didn't eat in response. Doesn't matter. Not sure if I should anyways, because it might be a bit worse than... Like, it might be bad. But it would let me f6 in peace. Is Silksong worth playing? If you will enjoy it, then yes. I enjoy it greatly. It's a bit tough, but in a way that's rewarding. If you learn the fights, you will have a better time, and if you like get good, you will have a better time as well. Seems like a matchup where I don't want torches. Wow, Frostcliff Siege. Already opened the Steaming Sauna. Silksong is way too big for its own good. It is pretty large, yeah. For like, I mean, I have no idea how large it is really, but it seems like it's going to be quite large, and I will probably spend the next 3 months playing this game if I try to finish it. I want Annul. There's a bunch of targets actually. Do I want E-Scatter? Maybe. Abrade seems really bad. I never finished Talos 2, no. One Annul, I think. The villain has 1 Cauldron in their deck. No, Abrade is pretty bad. My opponent is playing Prowess, they're not playing the Mirror. That request was like an hour ago and already played. I think MTG bot is just doing what it wants today. No, my opponent has 1 Cauldron in their deck. We know that for sure. Kinda want to count one of the Cauldrons. One lander. How many times has it been today? Jezus, no. Chłopie. How am I supposed to work under these conditions? Tom Harvey has tried a list with 24 lands recently. Good for Tom. But it would make sense, like, you know, I do lose to missing land drops all the time, which is a sign that having more lands would be useful. Indeed. It could be interpreted as such easily. Play 21/22. How do you achieve that fractional land drop? Exactly. You don't play Mako. Does Mako make you want to play more lands, or how does it interact? 2 talents. That could be a bunch of pressure. Well, I have 3 Riddlers in my deck as well. But I could see how that works out nicely. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, like, play 24 lands and just play more spells, more lands. Once you're at 24 lands, you can play the Soul Stones, and it's kind of crazy, yeah, to play 22. Like, I do bitch today a lot about the mana problems, but I could have avoided half of that. Is that Vivi? Stocka Peak, okay. I find Island and Into the Flood Maw. I deal 6 damage to you, I pass. Okay, I draw the worst card imaginable. I play FOMO, I join non-land. I make a 3/4, I pass. Okay, I untap, I play a land, I level up my Stormchaser's talent, bounce your creature. Oh, okay, that's way better. I think I prefer to keep the stories in my graveyard. Next turn Riddler, draw 2 stories with Riddler. That sounds like a combo. Maybe Spell Piercing or Annulling? Sure. Sits, as they say. So I'm quite almost delirious at this time. Obliterating Bolt, okay. I say okay, but actually it's really sad, but maybe there is a way to still edge out this victory. Curious. Alright, I guess that explains a lot. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So FOMO attacks for 9 and for 15. That's lethal, right? If I get to Delirium. Should I just need to draw a land to do? So I drew 4, 5, 6. So attack for 9 and 15. That's 24. Opponent has 20. Sounds good to me. Kind of crazy. So much damage out of kind of nowhere. I mean, nowhere. I had like FOMO and Profts in play, but still, like, so much damage. There's no way I can hold up Annul on the draw. I might want a single torch to have an extra otter answer so the otters don't run me over. Then I have 5 otter answers. Blood Moss and torch. Maybe I can trim a Mako and just have an extra one. Frankly, TBH. Torch can kill Vivi with Stormchaser's talent. That's actually doable. Is Mako good in this matchup? You want to cut them entirely? I think it is pretty bad, frankly, but it's just kind of good in the deck. I think a 1-mana play on the draw is can't be too bad. So I'll keep a pair of Makos, but 2 torches to not get run over by otters. You don't play standard? Okay. Then I will take your question as just that, a question. Another 1-lander, so at this point, I guess I'm expecting that to happen, and I just mulligan without looking at my fast opening 7, but this is pretty nice. Can put back Stormchaser's talent. Who does? Who does play standard? Yeah, no one would think. So I'm happy having Mako here over not having any 1-drops. Maybe I'm happy to have Mako over Torch, but not really. Mako is fine here, ... You only sided out against mass removal. I have not found that to be true necessarily. I have boarded out Mako against when I was on the draw. Because then it's just less valuable. I think 1 damage is not worth enough to attack with Mako. I think I would rather set up the Cauldron, because then if my opponent, like, I can actually play the Vivi if I want to. But if my opponent just casts a stock up, I am free to go formal discard Vivi. Go nuts. Roaring Sona. Dobra, siedzi. Should I play Vivi? Think so. Formal discard is kind of weak to the same stuff. This is not weak to Torch, really. If I hold up the Cauldron, tapping down might be tough for my opponent. Chuja tough, kurwa, Obliterating Bolt. Najlepsza odpowiedź na świecie. I have become wrecked. RIP. This was really bad for me. The others are really not going easy on me. Let's play the monster. There's no other way. That's so funny. Oh, my opponent's board obliterated me for real. Flood Maw is pretty good though. Can kill an otter. Would be nice to draw a Rizzler. How do I feel about Stormchasers in Cauldron? It is nice to have a better curve. Like some of the Cauldron decks have a 3-drop CT curve, which is pretty horrible. So I kinda liked it so far. Although, like, it is a nice curve filler. It is a nice mana sink for when you are popping off with Vivi. It can be pretty irrelevant at times. the Otter. Sometimes you don't have, your draw is not spell heavy, so you just kind of keep attacking with a 2/2. For a 1-drop is not horrible, like, but in realistic terms, it is pretty weak. The Pain lands are not standard legal indeed, yes. Discuss the stories. Nice draws. Gives me Delirium. I think I'll keep it. Yeah, like just cheap spells are good with a Riddler deck. For sure. Get out. Get out of my swamp. Bit weird, isn't it? Torching. I actually expected that. Now I can play Profits and play 4/5, which should survive the removal spell they have. And Stormchaser's talent pretty nice to fill out my care. Drawing a Riddler would be awesome. Opponents stuck on 3 lands, by the way, for a long time. But their Furnace only deals 4 damage right now, doesn't kill my FOMO. You got promoted and now you have like 16 hours with your wife. 16 hours with your wife? That sounds pretty nice if you enjoy your wife's company. Per week, okay. Well, that's, I guess, limited. Torch. Options are to simply bounce the Otter or maybe cast Winternight Stories and try to find something. I think I like bouncing. Opponent doesn't really have haste threats in their deck. They play Vivi, could be a problem, but I mean, would give them a window to cast a stock up. Not a too horrible one. It could look 6 deep though. Maybe that's just way better. Can go stories, flashback stories. What am I happy with though? Not sure. Any chance I can kill my opponent? No, no way. Well, any removal spell on the Otter is fine. Cards like Riddler are not very good. I have 2 torches and 3 Flood Maws. I'm just very likely to find one. I think I should cast stories. It's too bad to Stormchaser's talent here, I think. Mako. So I have 2 monsters. Maybe even 3. Maybe discard Mako and then have 2 monsters. I look at fewer cards, right? If I discard Scholar, put counters, play stories from graveyard. Discard the Scholar, I need cheaper plays. It has not paid off. Now I'm at risk of dying. I think I can die with stock up though, that's good. I can go to 1, which is dangerous still, but it makes sense that Villain's hand was stock up heavy at that point. They just never found a reasonable window to cast it. Being stuck on 3 lands, and I guess the opponent is finally trying to be unstuck. So they will play a land and something, likely. Talent. Will Villain attack? Is it possibly reasonable to jump in any way? I think it might. Do not die to a Vivi activation. Vivi trigger, one singular. Right. It's maybe not too crazy to keep the Spell Pierce, but I think we can like re-grab it back. Maybe, maybe not. Stories, cool story, bro. Seems like that's all I've got so far. That's a lot of mana. It's not that much mana. I would need Cauldron to have truly a lot of mana. Only have 7 mana. Million. 7 mana. Like, is 7 mana just infinite? I don't know, chat. Could have Riddler and Winternight first? Well, it's in my hand. I wasn't able to. Seems good. I'm happy I have jump blocked. And I think my position is pretty enviable right now. With 9-12 Vivi. My next turn. Be alright. I cast stock up. Or is it Vivi? Vivi Ornithopter resolves. So now I can bounce the Vivi. Which means I take 1 damage from Vivi. And my opponent has 1 mana available, so I could lose to Mountain and Plasma Bolt. But I don't think that card is played. Jump Vindicated, indeed, yes. They look dead, I think so. Is this game free? It is, yes. Phew. Alright, this was a narrow game. Holy shit, a playable amount of lands? That's crazy. Lightning Strike? That's surprising. Oyer Axonial, Deepest Might? It might just do it. Torch Nemesis, holy shit, that's a crazy combination. Could play it, Quantum Riddler. Wonder if that's good enough. I'm kind of afraid I'll die, but... The moment Villain deployed Oyer Axonial, I have regretted spending my Into the Flood Maw on the Screaming Nemesis. I should just block it, right? They don't attack with the Oyer. Sure. Why? Nope. Discard to grow my Mako more. Can dig 3 more for why. I could, but I don't think I will. Instead I will just have a big Mako to block. I think that sounds a bit more responsible. At 13 life, like how... Yeah, 3 cards, I don't know, the returns seemed kind of anemic. Maybe you should discard the stories, but... I think getting to cast it, well, I can discard it with 4 more next turn still. Would be maybe easier to trigger the Riddler draw too. I wonder what's the blue splash? Flood Maw? Or maybe Slick Shot? Oh, Scalding Viper, that's the thing. Holy shit, what a combo. This is fucked up. It's absolutely crazy. What, Pierdole? Why? Take 4, huh? Well... that puts me in a tough spot. If I cast a spell, you take 4 damage, and if I draw a card, I take 4 damage. With 5 life points, there isn't much I can do. Maybe I should cycle? Well, that was kind of fucked up. Is this normal? Is what my opponent is doing here normal? I guess understanding what the purpose of Oyer Axonial is now, I would have probably dug deeper, because I just didn't realize how fucked up that card is. Alright, plan seems good. Heavy is the Crown, featuring Linkin Park official music video, League of Legends World's 2024 anthem. Damn, League of Legends is so based. They have Linkin Park singing songs for them in 2024. This is what you want, bro. Good hand. Good hand, but can it answer Oyeraxonil? Oh yeah. Mythical Firebrand. Every part of their deck combines the best way possible with Oyeraxonil. I'll take it. I think we can do better with the torch. Maybe I'm wrong, but oh yeah. I was screwed, and now I have become flooded. True nightmare. Vindicated. Did not upkeep play it because I was going to play Vivi if I were to draw something worse than FOMO. Exchanged Uncle and Axe for a stick. That's what we would say in Polish, in Poland, in this scenario. This basically means you made a bad trade, which I guess is pretty self-evident. You probably understood that. I have to believe. An axe for a stick. I think I should block. Yeah, seems like a bad trade. It is. It is, yes. That's a good draw. Let's play Vivi. Tapped starting town, I think, is fine. If they have a removal spell for Vivi, that means they probably don't deploy a strong monster. Screaming Nemesis, that's fine. If I get to untap with this Vivi, then it's over for you, bro. Nice. Let's play Mountain. Maybe bad idea, actually. Maybe I want to discard the Mountain. I'm just a Vivi. I want more mana this turn or more damage? Let's go with damage. It's way more damage. Meme my life away. Holy shit. It's kind of sad. Think about it for a bit longer. Meme my life away. This Vivi is pretty large. Would be a shame if my opponent casts an Act of Treason and kills me with it, but what are the odds? What are the odds for an Act of Treason? Alright, bounce spell, that's fine. How come there's no Vivi in my graveyard? Your higher gold might be a Neiman Orange. West. It doesn't really matter much at all. Holy shit, Fanatical Firebrand underneath my Cauldron. Wait, can I... Oops. Wait, I drew no cards? Crazy. I don't know if I should do that sorcery speed. Doesn't matter much, I think. Although maybe I will lose because of that. It would be crazy. In what matchups does Stormchaser's talent give you an advantage over the regular list? Also, ideally, the answer to that question would be in every single one. If it makes your deck's curve just better and you are able to care about cards better. Although, I guess if there were matchups that are specifically Giga weak to Terza, then those would suffer. And I think Terza against Control, Terza against Blue Black can be quite meaningful, so it might actually cost you. Maybe I'll just kill my opponent, right? By going Stormchaser's talent, pick up Torch, Torch this, they go to 1, they don't die. So we need to try to do something, do some funny business. Well, maybe I don't. I guess maybe I actually don't. So if I go Vivi, lose life, Vivi, lose life, Vivi in the graveyard, use Agatha Soul Cauldron on Vivi, put on Vivi, play Stormchaser's talent, they go to 3. At that point I have 4 mana available. I have drawn no cards. They jump. I guess that's better. Does Mako not have menace, does it? No, it doesn't. It'd be a very hidden menace. I mean, I could also just play Quantum Riddler and take no damage. They jump. Probably that's the best, frankly. I stay at the highest possible life total. Then I play post-combat Stormchaser's Riddler talent. And I could draw a removal spell to just win. I'm still. Where can we find your list? Exclamation mark deck. Although I'm kind of playing with a list I did not intend. Co jest kurwa? Gdzie jest ten link? Oh, the link się nie dodał. But I'm actually playing with a slightly different one because I failed to register the list I wanted to register properly. Maybe next time I will manage to. I joined the event, switched a few cards, and I exited and rejoined, but you also have to refresh your deck too, otherwise it's just gonna load your old one. Alright, on the draw, should I perhaps have even more removal, given how many hateful monsters they have? Or I guess fire magic, because their creatures have low toughness. Yeah, that should be in. I don't hate Mako and talent. 1 mana cards are pretty good. Maybe I should cut Winternight Stories entirely, but I mean, it just saved my ass this game. Let's get 1 Mako maybe. 1 Proft. Proft is too good in the deck. Maybe 1 Cauldron. It's a bit of a weak card against Mono-Red unless I perform the Cauldron Vivi. Oh, this hand is functional, yet not a keep against Mono-Red. It's too bad. Oh, starting town. Maybe like this. It is cool, yeah, it's Vivi performing fire magic, or maybe even Firaga. Cool shit. I'm still Jenny from the block. Let's go with Mako. If I drew Mako, I'll take some damage from the Hired Claw. Maybe it's going to be too much with the starting town, but gives me a chance at a good opening. They play the Needle, can't. I guess I'll just draw and take 1. It's a bit annoying. Oh, pierdolę. I think it's actually 4 more. But that's some heavy damage. Yes, Spirebluff Canal. That's really good. So in the story of Final Fantasy 7 or 6 or whichever one Vivi was, he just killed his buddies. What was his problem? 9. Okay, sure. Ah, said screaming Nemesis. Ay, ay, ay. Can I raise it? If I double block, I guess I just double trade for it. Go to 11 and 10. And tap. Torch, profit. Attack for 5. They attack me for 5. I think it is pretty rough to just trade for this. Too bad. Could use a unable to scream, but I was not able to. I was more so unable to register than unable to scream, I guess. Okay, interesting card. Maybe I'll just won't attack, right? Maybe I'll just make it 4 more, a 3/4. I think so. Should I attack with a 2/2? If they cast a removal spell and they attack with a Heart Claw without being able to pump it, that is bad for me. Screaming Nemesis. Remember Monstrous Rage? It's a good thing that we are past the age of Monstrous Rage, one could say, because I could never dare to make a block like this. I guess if they play Oiraxonil, and then their Hired Claw deals 4 damage, that's kind of crazy. Baby boy, can you keep up? Can you keep up, chat? You would expect people to switch to Dreadmaw's Ire, especially with relevant artifacts to destroy. I guess it is not so different than Monstrous Rage, besides being way weaker. But, I mean, combat tricks are, like, pretty bad, right? As a card type in the game of Magic the Gathering, so the specific one has to be really good to see play and construct it, I would say. Oh, they killed my guy, that's good for me. I really like that. Abrade, okay. Can you keep up, baby boo? Interesting. So how does Oiraxonil work exactly? Like the trigger would deal 4, but the combat damage would still be at 2, right? It only boosts non-combat damage. Playing Vivi is the only way, then. I can easily die, of course, to many things, I guess. No, don't like, but I don't die to Oiraxonil. Let that be my piece. Oiraxonil. I do die to Borscht Lightning. But my chance is for them not to have it. Clench your fingers, chat. Need to survive on 3 life against mono red. Holy shit, I did. Can you clench your buttocks? Twitter chat. Nice lands. Very interesting to not bolt that immediately. Well, I mean, I think I'm trying to play to win rather than play to not lose. But I mean, doesn't take much to kill me now, yes. Random kinda, like I don't know how to decide. Red floating or blue floating after all is said and done. There's more talents in my deck than there are Makos. There's 1 Mako and 3 talents. Okay, I guess the answer is simple. Would be nice to draw Cauldron as well. I guess I boarded 1 out like a buffoon, but the Cauldron could go a long way. Winternight Stories, cool story, bro. Bit awkward maybe, but I'm fine against Oyer Axonil. I'm fine against Hired Claw. Macau. I think I should do this. Cycling. Nice. Like, produce the Vivi mana already, or like keeping up the instant is meaningful. Alright, how much damage can I deal? I deal 6 damage. And I cast the Winternight Stories. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I got 2, 2, 2. That's lethal. Am I right? I think it is lethal. Cauldron. Well, that's Giga Lethal Max now. Like a plastic bag. Like a plastic bag. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Like a plastic bag. Do you ever feel? Do you ever feel? Plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag. I attack you with my 1821 monster. Any interactions? Oh. Ooh, -5. Holy shit, I'm 4-1 in this standard showcase challenge, so I guess 3 more to secure an early invite. Right. Nice hand. So used to catching your ears, yeah. Just drafting a bit. Damn. No funny business before the PT, I see. I played against Ryumei in the showcase qualifier, Ryume was playing blue-white control, but seems like they have moved on to another Vivi killer now. Should I play Cauldron now? I should, right? That way next turn, like I drew the nuts. Next turn I just go FOMO, make mana. Ember Heart Challenger, sure. You opened Quantum Riddler, so it was good to draft on Magic Online. Impressive. That's it. I mean, it is true that my opponent can't win at this point. I would play another FOMO, Profts, like Profts, another FOMO, put counters on the second FOMO, and spend a bunch of mana on whatever I draw. Stories. Yeah, well. Kind of wild to register mono red and then like, yeah, I guess you play the card I scoop. I'm on the draw. Let's go with Fire Magic this time. Reduce the draw spells as we've been doing. Got the stupid stinky Abrade because it sucks. Got a Macao and a... Well, Stories definitely has its moments, so I don't want to go down to these few stories. Maybe 3 Riddler is enough, I guess, because I don't really need to draw them with the I don't really need to draw them that often. I have been enjoying the lower curve. The next step is to add 2 more lands and then the deck is just unstoppable. I keep. I play High Red Claw. No, Burnout, Burnished Trout. Why add 2 lands when flooded? Yeah. I guess I'll kill the 2/2. Add 1 more Vivi, +1, +2, +3. Why? Alright, I guess I'll play Profits. It's better than playing Promo. Oh, that's a nice draw. I guess the 1 mana 1/1. Hopefully my opponent plays something else. Yes, that's nice. So you shouldn't have pump spells, right? I can just wait with the Fire Magic. Maybe they'll play a Haste Monster. Right, I guess I do that. Firaga! Fira, excuse me. Fira! What's the voice of Vivi? Is it just like... Does it sound roughly like this? Like a child yelling, or... That's how I imagine it, but it could be way different, I guess. I'll discard the child talent. Let's play Cauldron. Before voice acting? That's crazy. So I guess I should have... Yeah, doesn't matter. I should have moved to beginning of combat and put a counter on my monster first, but seems like villain is getting land screwed. Mono red looking super good right now. By the way. Yeah, or Cauldron has to play around strike. That was actually the good play. I'm sorry, I messed up. We actually stole an ability. I can pump my monster now, pump my Mako. I play Screaming Nemesis. Ryume with extreme will to fight today. What's up with those mono red gamers? I might fall victim if my opponent plays a Screaming Nemesis now. Or Lightning Strike. That's good as well. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. What pierdziela. Well, I have a Vivi. It's kind of step one towards winning this game actually, but I'm kind of missing step remaining steps, yeah. A co jest paskudztwo, ja pierdolę. Well played, opponent. Let's not bring Broadside Barrage, because that card is actually shit, I have learned. How am I 5-1 with those hands? Alright, Emerald 5. Let's not complain. I have a very reasonable 6, so let's not complain too much. Maybe I'll just discard the Cauldron, frankly, if I draw a spell. Or will I discard... I mean, I could play Cauldron now. It's a bit weak. Formal just... Yeah, Formal just gets down and do the business. Artifact in my graveyard, good for Delirium. This way next turn I can go Riddler and Formal. Sounds pretty good. Oh no. Not the one. Could have had Delirium if I discarded Riddler. But also I can take a few damages from the Needlekin, it's fine. Magebane Lizard, bro, this one is embarrassing though. Alright, I guess play the Sphinx. I have free mana, I play Screaming Nemesis. Should I let it through? I think so. I was about to say that I want Blood Maw. Is that lethal? Probably. 9/11, Quantum Riddler, Monka Giga. Alright, actually I'll have Broadside Barrage in my deck. And even more removal. Wait, Essence Scatter hasn't been boarded in, that's a mistake. Does GTO Vivi Cauldron play 4 Rizzler main? I think it will. Or at least canified version of it will. And it's a bit awkward, but I guess maybe Villain will play the 1 mana 1/1. No. That's a good draw. I think if you play, you play just low curve and Riddler's main times 4, that just seems wise. Kinda want to Flood Maw the Lizard. Probably doesn't, not important. No, I guess it is fine. Okay, Barrage. Barrage. They play Nemesis, I will just Abrade, take 3. Awesome. Vivi Cauldron. Kill my Vivi, bro. Oh, I play Lizard and I pass. Okay. Okay, I play Obliterating Bolt and Lizard. That's kind of fucked up. Not pumping the Lizard. That's crazy. Bit scary, the second Nemesis here. Dobra, that's very nice. Do they play it? Land. Goodbye, Flood Maw. Ooh, Cauldron. Well, my Vivi has been exiled. That's, I guess, makes it not as helpful. I will definitely block. I have 1 card type in my graveyard. It's 6 instants. Sure. Really? Wow, that's funny. O kurwa. Ale diabelski ten ojer. Alright, hopefully my opponent cannot push too much more damage. It's really hard to do through this big blocker. Lynx, I guess. But I don't think they play a Lynx. Like, I haven't seen anybody play a Lynx against me this entire tournament. I think they just play Oyer Axunil. Bro, there's no way you attack with Oyer. I still have a Dart and Foundations. Clenching my buttocks for it not to be. Whoa. What's the plan here? They have another Oyer? Or do they want to burn it down? Sure. Wow, that's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get to draw an extra. That's awesome. What are we doing? Sanctuarying? Okay. 7/9 Sphinx. Your move. Activate only if red sources you control dealt 4 or more non-combat damage this turn and only as a sorcery. That's not easy. Kanister wins the match? How curious. Chad, we are 6-1. 1 win away from top 8ing this. That's kind of nice. Right, I'm moving this to the other screen. We are unfortunately double queuing. I think this is more important. My hand is pretty insane against MJ. MJ typically plays Orzhov decks, yes. Tiny Bones joins up. All my hand is good though. Is it Island? I think so. It was Cauldron. Monumentum Breaker. Awesome, awesome card. I guess I will FOMO and discard Cauldron. Could also play Cauldron first. I'm not sure which one is better. Because I would not let my opponent do that. Kinda, like they could still use the Pixie, so it's not quite that. I think I should play the Cauldron first. Then I have outs towards drawing Vivi and being in a good spot. Interesting. Don't want to use Soul Cauldron into NTR. Any benefit to proactively exiling Vivi? Depends how easy is it to remove the Cauldron for him. Doesn't seem like there is much benefit. I cast a draw spell. My next turn is gonna be alright. Get in. Into Tiny Boners. So I will discard Stories, I think. I think now I should exile Vivi proactively. Gives me more mana. I play Vivi into Stormchaser's Talentos. What happens? Yet lost my Vivi. Okay. Exile Vivi. Play counter. What now? Ah, what now? Can crack the maps. This map is always mana neutral here. At least. The first one. Seems like that's what I should do then at first. Play the one from the graveyard maybe? Keep red up so I can draw a shock. Oh, discard creature cards, Steamcore Scholar, Exile Pixie. Pass, unfortunately that's all I can do. I should have plenty of mana next turn. Gonna deal burst damage. Acolyte is not dead, okay. Yeah, double queuing is really hard. Especially with Arena Clock on one hand and non-Arena Clock on the other. Julian, that's kind of bad. Ay, ay, ay. Abrade, Sample Kirin. Play the FOMO, nie wiadomo. Have a shit ton of infinite mana. Pick up a stories to cast it. And then probably just cast it. Using FOMO's mana. It is. I find Profts maybe? Would be useful. No, no Proft seems like. Okay, got there. What a turn. That's a big otter. I'm still not finished with the arena game. Holy fucking me, shit. It's a nightmare. Any more value in my deck? Guess I'll just have the torches. Flood Maw seems kind of bad. Do you have a sideboard guide or are you improvising? Improvising. Maybe I want a spell piece or two, like it seems like sometimes occasionally okay. I don't know. 4 torches is kinda rough, but I guess the pixies deal a lot of damage. I have to submit. And I'll keep, I guess. Starting town
He's a
is
phenomenal
more like
control
Stinky Town,
player.
but it's good. Ooh, that's nice. Let's go with the Stinky Town. That's a really nice draw. Deals a significant amount of damage to my opponent already, and draws me Spirebluff Canal, which is also appreciated. My opponent makes their first play, which is Momentum Breaker, sure. That's okay. Pixie, pick it up, okay. I think I put myself dead to Restless Anchorage. That sucks. I think Pilipala is just winning right now. Also, Akshermo, thank you very much for your sub. So this seems like just Winternight Stories. Alright, we are free from the arena qualifier. I'm sure I could have won those if I was not double queuing, so I guess I ended up kind of throwing, but again, it was unlikely to win this many matches in a row, so goodbye MTG Arena. It was a pleasure knowing you. And let's focus on the match at hand. What did the opponent do? Play land pass. Okay, sounds solid. Seems like I should just deploy Cauldron and Surveil. Kind of a chill play, like no rush. Opponent doesn't spend mana. Clearly better before your changes, yeah. They cost me. Soon they will get to max speed though. At which point I will be sad. But nothing substantial is gonna happen really. Seems like I discard Fire Magic, most likely. Nowhere to run, okay. I mean, maybe villain will play Kirin now, so I'm probably gonna regret that, yeah. That was probably the wrong discard. Alright, I can't afford to play well, I don't need to speed play anymore, so maybe I should just focus on playing well. It's game 2, I won game 1. And it is game 2. And the opponent is pressuring me with the Kirins. And by Kirins, I mean singular Kirin. Vivio. Don't think I want to cast it actually. Instead I will cast Cool Stories Bro from my graveyard. Discard Vivio and Cauldron Vivio onto Quantum Riddler. Where to run? Yeah, let's fucking go. That's it? Last round of Swiss, it just sure seems like it. I warp. Quantum Riddler warps the fuck off, taking away all of his counters somewhere else. I guess, like, I assume my opponent's deck is pretty good against mono red, replaying nowhere to run on their monsters. That's always been a pretty good recipe for victory, so I could imagine that's a good matchup. And mono red seemed popular. But they are pretty clearly getting out-drizzled. Momentum breaker. Sure. Another one? What was that? Okay, another momentum breaker. For some reason I did not see it. Stormchaser is so good. I mean, it's pretty good. This wasn't bad here. Your move. Seems like we are top 8ing, bros. Kanister wins the match. Cauldron, Vivi. I keep. I wonder if they will ever add white bordered basics to MTG Arena, because maybe that's what's holding me down. I kind of don't feel fully in it when I play with some weird lands. Oh no, there was Mako. Welcome, misplaced ginger raiders. No play? Talent. Do I own different sets of white bordered basics? I just have a deck box with roughly 30 of each, but it's different arts. But I do have my favorites, I guess. I like 1 forest, 2 mountains, 3 swamps, 4 islands, and 1.5 plains. How many mirrors did I play? Not that many. Maybe I should Abrade this turn, not to die to Mako. Any other move doesn't seem great to me. I think I played mirror like twice. Actually. Not very often. Discard 2 lands, okay. This is not too bad. I kill Mr. Macao, and then I take 2, and then we are still in the game. Especially if I draw a torch with my FOMO. I think I play FOMO, right? Proftini. Stop drawing lands? Sure. On my way. Cauldron. I need torch now. And by torch, I mean... I guess, yeah, torch is fine. By torch, I actually mean Flood Maw. No! Not my profits! I'll attack. Seems like I... Doesn't seem like I will be able to block a prowess creature anyways. Starting town, great synergy with FOMO. Honestly, that is so true. Discard Vivi. Whoops. I've been outsmarted. Were we on the draw? Yes, 6th seed. Whoa, I was the bottom seed. Bottom 7-1. Crazy. Showcase qualifies me for a standard MOX qualifier, which is going to happen, I think, in December. And it's going to be a tournament that qualifies straight for the MOX. The 8-person MOX tournament, which is a... and the PT. So by top 8ing this event, I have earned the ability to fight for MOX 3 months from now, basically. It's a bit of a lengthy process, but that's how it works. Did my opponent draw 6 cards this turn? Did they? I think so. They cast 2 Winternight Stories, didn't they? Yeah. Okay. The actual showcase is the 8-player tournament. This is the showcase qualifier. The naming and branding on those tournaments is a bit shaky, a bit rough. A bit too many steps, maybe, for its own good. Let's go on the play. Mako will get the job done. So yeah, this is the showcase challenge, and then there is a showcase qualifier. And then there is the showcase. Those are all the steps. Alright, Davido, I am on the play now. I guess I'll keep this hand. Maybe not that happy about it, but I'm okay. SS Scatter? But I barely... I get Annul, so be it. I will have to bite the Annul at some point. The upside is there. Nice. Fear of FOMO. When discards Abrade. Oh, FOMO is a good draw. I think I will discard Winternight Stories, Cool Stories, bro. Much more likely to cast it from my graveyard than from my hand. But seems like we missed land number 3. Kirigiria. Alright, opponent warps the Rizzler, which is not so great either. I could cast Winternight Stories from my graveyard. Or deploy another FOMO. Deploy another FOMO is a more aggressive line. It seemed like Villain didn't want to counter this. Maybe they had Pierce and not Annul. This like still this is still easier to counter than the FOMO, given the information we have. Let's spread them evenly. Don't want to put all the eggs in one basket. I think the Annul is just Giga incompatible with 22 lands. It's kind of a non-ball anyway. So 1 mana card, you can cast it later. Well, it's not good later. Like, people play the Profts in Soul Cauldrons quite early. So I think it's like Annul is good because it counters the 2-drops on the like in turns where you have low mana amounts. That is kind of its upside, but you're kind of giving it up if you can't hold it up. No, yeah, kurwa, starting town, yeah. Like finishing cringe. Insulting. Discard profits. Well, now I wish I would have waited and discarded a bye-bye. Maybe. We will find a way. I have the stories in my graveyard. Cool stories, bro. At least the opponent is doing weak moves. Thumbs up. He discarded Winternight Stories. Interesting. Is this bait? I mean, obviously it is, but like, they just want to torch or Abrade my guy? It's fine. Maybe they want Delirium. Sure. Okay. I've had worse. I play bye-bye. Don't kill me. Spend 3 Abrades and Broadside Barrage. How likely are they to kill my Vivi? Well, I guess they can cast Stories, Riddler, discard Vivi, Cauldron. 5 mana with Riddler, play Profts, Steamcore Scholar at 10,000 mana. Discard Mako. That's it? It's kind of crazy. Really? That's it? I don't know, bro. About that. Okay, that makes sense. I think Annul might be just bad. Phyrexians pollute everything they touch, so the solution is simple. Don't let them touch anything. This seems like Twitch chat advice. Simply draw lens kanister. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Sounds good to counter this. Profit. Alright, Annul is actually the best. Clearly. Or lands. I don't need lands anymore. I'm good. Opponent has so many lands, and where did that get them? Huh? Where did it lead them? I play Riddler. I haven't been following Magic for a minute, but Gift a Tapped Fish sounds super made up. It sure does, yeah. Gift a Tapped Fish. What else, bro? What else will you make me do? Make your cards make sense. Vigilance is an non-interactive mechanic, chat. Let's do it this way. I have so much mana this turn. Their lands, I guess. Where's my mana? Shouldn't I still have some mana? Wait, what happened? Where's my... It's a known bug? It is not, I did not know. Is the mana gone? It's just spent 5? So tap my Riddler and spend 5 mana? I'm confused. Kind of fucked up. It happened earlier too, to me? That's crazy. I don't remember that happening. You have exactly 5 floating mana. It always takes all the floating mana. Well, is there a workaround? Just don't have 5 floating mana? I should be fine though, but opponent has a window to perform a Vivi turn. That's crazy. Bounce now to play around Pierce? No. It doesn't actually play around Pierce too well. I don't need to bounce the Riddler, like, it doesn't matter. It's weaker than my 12/12. I will only need to bounce the Riddler if it kills me. But I might want to bounce Vivi Ornitier or counter Cauldron if my opponent plays that. Fear of FOMO. Are any more known bugs in my Vivi Ornitier deck that I need to be aware of and I need to play around when possible? I play Soulstone Sanctuary, okay. Alright, I play Stormchaser's Talent. Play Soulstone Sanctuarium. Load exactly 5 mana to get hit by a bug. Warp the Rizzler. Cycle. I wasted all my mana. Draw Abrade. Useless. Yeah, I can't blame Mono now, it's just all my fault. All I can do is just attack you for 7. So I am kind of open to my opponent Cauldroning me, finally. Which is awkward. There is Link. Play starting town, crazy. I'm warping. I am warping through time and space. I counter Cauldron. I guess I have 6, that's the best I can do. Please no second Cauldron. Yeah, Annul is great actually, you can cast it later, it's fine. Chatters told me so. Discard Mako. Alright, we won. We won despite the bug. I'm so happy. Let's bring in 3 Torture Towers on the draw and let's cut Steamcore Scholar because that card is the worst card in this entire deck. It's not like Barrage is good either. 1 Bolt. Or 1 Pierce maybe even. Yeah. This is an anti-Mako hand. Dawaj, Mako, no! We lost. This is a disaster. I'm playing like a little bitch now, holding up my profits to not lose to Steamcore Scholar. Red mana? Is that what I think it is? Oh yes! GG. There is balance in the world. Tap to attack. I'm addicted to that cardboard crack. Crack another pack. Wow, this resolved? I know. One has a Steamcore Scholar. Scatter, Essence Scatter, I also think they do have Essence Scatter. Better to respond to the trigger in case they draw Spell Pierce. They don't play Spell Pierce postboard. It was not in the sideboard guide, chat. There's no need to worry about Spell Pierce. We saw Spell Pierce last game. No, chat. Just no. It's good. Don't you worry. You worry too much, chat. Playing around Pierce there plays into Mako. That is so true. Playing around Mako is a priority. No, actually, like, you're right. Like, I'm more likely to get blown out because of that play. Also, opponent had talents in their deck. Steamcore Scholar. I wish I had a fair torch. But I guess we have the bounce spell to bounce the Scholar if I want to. I can also use the talent to pick up the torch. Tap to attack. I'm addicted to the tap to attack. Crack, another pack. Oh no, MTG bot broken fully. No music at all. 4-4, are we hardcasting the Winternight Stories? What was the name of that song? I think it was Cardboard Crack by Billy the Fridge. It's called Billy the Fridge because he looks like one. I think that's the... Just... Good draw, I mean, I surveyed it to the top. The thing is, do I Quantum Riddle it up? Draw 2? Probably. Do I bounce the free drop? Or the otter? I think I should bounce the free drop. YOLO. What's the worst that can happen? Draw with Quantum Riddler. Oh, Abrade is really great to draw. We're going to split my counters amongst two monsters to make it hard for my opponent to handle all my threats. Holy shit, MTG board works again. The song queue has refreshed. I'm gonna win this. I mean, I'm trying to. Hey streamer, can you top 1 this even? It would make my day and make my happy. You're happy? I sure hope I can. Well, that's 5 minutes. Discard 2, it goes to a 3-3. It's fine. No Vivi in the graveyard. Cauldron. No Vivi's inside. I'm warping again. Could spend my mana on something useful. I wish. Get annulled for Delirium. I have 2 card types in my graveyard. I think you got it wrong. Can I deal 20 to me? It didn't seem like... But I guess I'm not like... They start with cool stories, bro. I mean, it seems pretty hard to... 20 is a lot. Kanister, why not pump for 1 extra damage with Agatha Soul Cauldron? Holy shit, that's because I didn't want to. Is Velen going to perform the signature play of seems Steamcore Scholar? Okay. Seems like they do that every turn. One more into haste. Yeah. Well, I think it's the third Scholar, right? They played it once, I bounced. Played it the second time, I killed. Then they played the second Scholar. Oh no, they also get one got exiled. So yeah, their signature play is to just play Scholars. It is called Annul and Abrade. 2 cards, and they could have kept 1 more. Puzzling. Is Wild Ride better or worse than Reckless Charge? Worse. Oh yeah, I can exile stories, that's true. Seems like I'm taking less than 20. Which is nice. Ooh, attack. Opponent also need not to time out, which... Well, they're getting close to. Why not play lands last turn? I did. Kanister draws a card, plays island, that was my turn. Do I know opponent IRL? No idea who they are. Ugh. I mean, I give my opponent enough credit not to just put themselves dead on board to talent.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hi.
Like, you know, they have 3 cards in hand, they like pretty obviously hold something, right? It's not that they just have nothing and they're like, whoops, I guess I forgot to spend my mana, I'll die to your monsters attacking me. Now we can bounce Mako. Holy shit, that is true. Guess I'll lose to double Spell Pierce with chat awaits. Siedzi. I guess I'll hit the Mako now. Villain draws 1 fewer cards. They drew 1, 2. This sits for free. Discarded the Mako though. Play another Mako? This is Mako Overload. And is any Spider-Man card more relevant? Bro, great question right now. Great time for the question. I would say, who knows? Maybe? No kurwa mać, no jakieś spele? Czy coś, czy tylko gówno? They only have 1 card. No nie, Escater. This is truly tragic. Am I gonna die? Their class is level 1, yes. But I have a Soul Cauldron. But they also have 40 seconds. They drew a land. They activate the Soulstone. Oh, they play a Riddler. That seems worse. Is it? Well, let me not. Seems pretty good still. Cool stories, bro. Do I... What's the Delirium situation? There's only 1 enchantment. So I can break Delirium. Bounce you dead? Very good question. Well, is the question? Anyone bouncing on it till dead? 5 card types. They play land this turn. Yes. I can't break Delirium now. Kurka much. Well, 10 seconds to attack me for lethal, I guess. I mean, I block and... Then my opponent has another Proft trigger which they have to target with. I guess a win is a win. As they say. Holy shit, this is a playable 2-lander hand? I keep. Holy shit, opponent skipped to the second main phase immediately? Seems like they managed to catch it in time. Do you know the decks from top? Blue-white control. Or whatever it is, actually. Vivi and Vivi. Black-white Pixie. Ooh, Wild Ride. So much damage. Cauldron? If I play Vivi and get hit by no more lives, that's really bad for me. Cool, Blue-White made the finals. Holy shit. Don't have any faith in me. My bad. 60%, 60% off win rate. This is unkind. I summon Elspeth. Sure. Can I join land? Or a discard outlet? Kurwa, nie? Abrade'a dobrałem. Cool, cool. I guess I will Riddler and Wild Ride. Or maybe Wild Riddle. Kill Elspeth. It's not pretty, but... It would be so much better if I hit the land for Vivio. But I guess I'm playing too few lands in my deck, so no wonder I'm missing them all the time. Riddle me this, Quantum Riddler. What did this card? Maybe YOLO Vivi. Well, it seems like opponent doesn't have anything. Classic blue-white control style. I mean, I'm doing some crazy movements as well. Marang, Regent. Well, that's not nothing, I guess.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Is this a trick? This is the worst 6-card hand possible. It kinda might be. Well, I guess we can Abrade that. Beza. Wow. Hmm. How much damage is that? I drew one card. I deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 13 damage. Doesn't sound great. Well, I counted the 13th damage comes from Cauldron, right? No, actually, I didn't count properly, I guess. But what use is that if my opponent plays a Beza again? Welcome, I am actually level 1. 69 viewers. Literal plus flashback is lethal through Beza replay. Sort of. Gonna have 5 cards in hand with Beza. Maybe it's alright. As they say, YOLO. You only YOLO once. Crazy, says opponent. Well, 13 damage. Well, you're not wrong. Actually, you are wrong because you took one more. Yeah. You missed a point of damage? How? I needed delirium. Oh, the first time. The second time I didn't. Yes, you're right. Whoops. Fuck me then. Hmm. Whatever, it's fine. Lagoon bitch. Don't wanna leak me. Nice. And they're stopped? Bro. What is this? 2023 card with a downside? Why are you playing it? Are you stupid? Well, I could use the torch now, I guess. That's really good, actually. Isn't it? Wow, nice surveil. Well played. Alright, chat. Now we have to lose the we have to win the post-board games, which are harder because I make my deck worse by bringing in some cards. Essence Scatter looks bad. Shock, I guess, has been horrible, but counters Elspeth. Maybe I just want, I don't know, one torch, two Flood Maw, one torch, one Abrade, or maybe the barrage rather. They have the thing you can Abrade, the enchantment, artifact, whatever is it. It's an artifact. Annul for Reap and Pinnacle. I don't know, let's carry Cauldron. Cauldron is pretty bad. We can have Annul. Annul is pretty bad as well. Barrage is pretty bad. Like, you can torch Elspeth sometimes. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. And seems playable. Mine has no main phase 1 stop, I think. Standard cyborg cards are kinda lame. We need more Harbingers in standard. Of disease. Dobra. You convince me to interact. Don't want to keep that card up forever. Ooh, that's a nice one. Puts a good amount of pressure on my opponent while letting me give up the pierce if I need. Opponent, I take back most of the bad things I said about Wild Ride. Yeah, I assume it has to be good to do that. Right. Well, we'll see. Maybe it is not. Yeah, it's two islands. The island from EOE with enough indication on the top of the card that it's a card. It's a bit rough. I mean, you need to sweep anyways. Like, do I care to have dealt more damage? A little bit. But they chump with the Beza and then play the Day of Judgment, and then I still have a nice turn. And if they don't Day of Judgment, they... If Vivi has the counters, they can just kill the Vivi. I guess that's true, yeah. You can just point remove all your way out of this with Elspeth. Yeah, maybe that wasn't great. Wait, we didn't counter the Elspeth? Wait, what? I was tapped out. It's gonna be 5-5, right? Like Elspeth. Kanister, why no counter? Many ask. Why no counter, Kanister? We kept the FOMO. I think we could have DBL combated with the ride. That probably would have been smart. I think putting counters last turn also on the monster would have also been wise. So I think I win. I play Vivi. Steamcore Scholar actually the best. The best card ever. Why didn't we counter Elspeth? Why didn't we counter Elspeth? So, like, I was thinking about holding up the spell piece for Elspeth, and I just didn't because I don't know. The counters are kind of not good in this deck. I wonder what Otak Kun is on. Might be the mirror match. There are ways to believe that that will be the case. No! Mono red? Oh no. I don't know if my hand is particularly great against mono red. We are dead. The Vivio killer has showed up. Burnout, Bastron out. Holy fuck, this card is ugly. Another one? No! I guess I'll play the Cauldron and then draw Vivi next turn. Damn, should have countered Elspeth. Derek, I hope the next time you play Boros Energy Challenge, you counter Elspeth. I really hope you do. You will. I guess I played a Steamcore. Ay caramba. Why do his goblin, piss goblins look different? That's a good question. They have a different number. I guess this one is golden and this one is merely yellow. Huge difference. Is the Fabled Peak stream actually happening? Yeah, for sure. Like, why wouldn't it? It's gonna be peak content. Like, literally, right? I want to play peak with you, but will you play peak with me? Oh kurwa, another FOMO. Communication. Communication. Should have blocked Elspeth. Oh, Elspeth is not an easy one though. Is that Hellkite? They deal 4 damage to me and I bounce the dragon. I guess that makes some sense, right? I have 3 Vivios in my deck. Oh. Okay. So I think I riddle Winternight Stories from my graveyard. Discard Vivio, put Vivio on the monster. Then I have 8 mana already. Seems to me like a good move. Play the islands just to make sure. I guess I have FOMO attacking this turn for potentially lethal easily. And I can refresh. Should I discard 2 Vivis? Probably not hard to discard the second Vivi. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Surely we have one? Whoa, think so. Yeah, I shouldn't have discarded 2 Vivis, that was a mistake. That doesn't matter also. Wait. Actually, what I should do, I think, I should take the mana now. Play the Talentos, and I want to draw a double with Quantum Riddler. Fuck. Where's my Delirium now? Oh no, it's gone. Well, doesn't matter much. The 5 blockers. Two lightning strikes would be, I guess, devastating. 6 blockers, yes, yes, with the Otter. I need 4. Nova Hellkite, no nie. -1 blocker. That's fine, I'll let it go. Because I don't want them to recast a Nova Hellkite. Another one? Bro. Good. Got so unlucky this game too. Yeah, so unlucky. Oh, well tried. Pretty unlucky draw. Right, seems like opponent conceded. Dodged Elspeth. That torch was too much. The torch that burned the camel's back. Let's bring in all removal and Into the Flood Maw. While on the draw, let's cut unnecessary draw spells and Abrade. Mako because they suck. 1 Cauldron because I just won using it. And Wild Ride because the game is not a race. Which has been roughly how I've been sideboarding this entire day. It seems good. Opponents concedes. Ah, seems like opponent conceded. Well, that's like streaming 101, as they say. Why my mouse slipped? I kept. Fuck. It's so bad if they have a 1-drop. Oh, they don't. Well, I guess the hand was alright then. Screaming Nemesis. This on Nemesis? I don't like that. It's game 2. I won game 1. Nova Hellkite? Oh no. Seems like Broadside Barrage actually looked really good. Although maybe opponent would have, not played it. Face. Face is a place, I guess. The Nemesis seems annoying. In fact, it not only seems annoying, it is. I mean, I can answer the dragon. Where's the timing? Why they do it this way? I pass. Oh, I tap Cauldron. Actually, I cast Lightning Strike face. Makes sense. You can Mako on the play. It's a bit better over Fire Magic. I think I like it a bit more. No scatter on the play, right? No, why? Riddler is just for value, right? Riddler is my finisher. I need to win the game against the mono-red deck. And 6 toughness, it's pretty good. Because you play it and draw a card, and then your opponent casts 2 removal spells to kill it, so it's good to finish, to get you across the finish line, better than other draw spells. Maybe opponent cuts some 1-drops, so I guess the Fire Magic might just be bad against their deck. Will they Borsch Lightning my Marauding Mako? Yes. No, shock! Actual shock. Opponent Giga controlling. Oh, well, if I draw a land, I play Vivi. Will I? Guess not. For value is something that had truly lost every little bit of meaning it had. Yeah. No, dobra. You convinced me to scatter it. Seems like a good Vivi time. I don't know. Can't kill it right now, has to untap and spend a bunch of mana. It's not gonna get better. Unlikely to play Vivi and a good card at the same time. Well, Lightning Strike into nothing, okay. I riddle you this, chat. Who's winning this game now? Did I miss a land drop? Earlier? I did, on turn 3, right? So if my opponent doesn't have a thing to play, I'll just play a 4-6 right now, and I don't know, you tell me, is the Riddler for value or what? Is it good against mono red or not? Like, is it good here? A 5-7, a World Breaker flyer? Oh, I cast Burst Lightning Face. Okay, I go to 15. Burst it 4 times in the face? How? Like, how do you imagine that even? When? Like, who wins the race? I guess. People do play Act of Treason in the sideboard, yes. We had opponents boarded in against me, but I have a Into the Flood Maw in my hand, chat. I don't know if you noticed. What do they keep? I mean, 2 monsters and lands and burn spells, and I killed 2 monsters, and they're like, holy shit, now I only have burn spells. 11 damage, 12 life. Do I activate the Modland MTGO? Or just cast Stories? Or maybe just play Riddler into Stories, that's probably the best. Tyrant Vivi Torch post-combat. I mean, I don't think it matters much. Right, let me actually try to determine which one is the best. Play Vivio. I don't know, I'll just attack them. Like, my opponent has no outs, actually. So now we grab them by the balls and we squeeze tightly. Let's play around Hidetsugu's second right. So we took 3 damage and now I'm at 8, so Hidetsugu's second right cannot get me. Alright, chat. We got there. First showcase of the season is mine.